I'll take you 10 minutes just now. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to make a final capture of my last blocking. What you also definitely need to do is once you have finished your blocking, save your blocking as a file, back it up somewhere that you can go back to it if you need to. Okay, so save a new file of very clearly spline. Okay, where's the one? Okay, so definitely do that. Please don't lose your blocking. It does happen that you start splining and you kind of screw it up, or things go wrong, or you do things accidentally that you don't actually intend to. This is just, you know, a fail safe so that you have it forever. Okay. So let's quickly make a final capture of our constant pass. So under output, MP4, please remember MPEG-4, AC64, audio codec set to whatever works. I like ACC, AAC, but I think that's the best one otherwise. And let's see what that does. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on the animation of the character's body now, but the exact same principles. Why is there a puddle under that desk? Shame. Hope nothing happened. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on the movement of the body. All the principles that I'm applying here are what we need to focus on. Okay, so, and that's applicable to anything that you're animating or adjusting the curves of in the graph editor. Okay, so let's see what I have so far. As I said, I'm going to be focusing on...
Yeah, but I'm not so good around blood. Yeah, but I'm not so good around
so
blood.
Immediately, if we just watch through this,
but
we need to think about all of our principles when we start spline. Okay, what we shouldn't be doing is opening our graph editor and having
I'm not so good around blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have set goals when you start splining. So
I'm not so good
I'm now
around
focusing
blood.
on overlap.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on my timing.
I'm not so good around blood.
My arcs.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be the case of just adjusting things. Or
I'm not so good around blood.
Everything we do needs to have a purpose, and we should
I'm not so
doing
good around blood.
With intention.
Yeah. But
okay.
I'm not so good around
so
blood.
things we're looking for is anything that is still popping. Okay, so popping meaning
I'm not so good around
if there's
blood.
a path of action and suddenly on one frame that object
I'm not so
is
good
moving
around
away
blood.
from that path of action.
Yeah.
Okay. So for instance, if we look at the character's nose over there, okay, there's a frame there where he very briefly does pop and then goes down again. Okay, so things like that. So there's a general inclination to look down and then it pops up and then goes back down again. So either we need to decide, is that something we want to fix? Is it deviating from our reference? Is it not adding to the animation? And you know, then we need to go and see which control is affecting that path of action or the spacing of the nose, whatever it is that we're tracking. Things like adding in more overlap we need to be aware of. So if there's any section where we think there can be more overlap, so specifically this arm is still very stiff, okay, so I didn't spend as much time blocking that one out as this one, but where there can be a little bit more movement, where there can be a little bit more flexibility in our character, okay, so where can we really just go and focus on those principles? And that's why you guys need to know them, okay? It doesn't help if you can't write all of them down, which most of you can, luckily, given enough time. If you can't write all of them down and understand what they mean and how to apply them, then splining is pretty much pointless. Okay, so it is literally an application of your principles. It is making your animation more appealing by going through a checklist of all your principles while we are in the graph editor. Okay, so we've done adding in our poses. We're now literally cleaning up the animation and the curves of everything with appeal in mind. Okay. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, so into here, let's just close that up. And what I would suggest you guys do is focus on small sections at a time. So either at gestures or a few frames at a time, or depending on what it is. So this animation is pretty straightforward because there's pretty much that section where it takes the big movement over there. Then there's the section where he's busy rubbing his head, and then where he goes down, and then that gesture in the end. So I can break it up easily into about 4 chunks. And so far it is about 130 frames, so if it's 120, we're looking at about 32 and a half frames of animation at a time that we're going to focus on. Okay, so take it slow. Okay, don't do things that you don't know what the effect of is going to be, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so there is my whole character. I'm going to go into pose mode. Also just remember things like your constraints, where you're switching between IK and FK, all of those things. If it hasn't been completely resolved or set up properly, now is when you're really going to notice it. Okay, but let's go take everything. All of my controls are on, I believe. All the ones that have animated, that legs off. Didn't use FK legs, didn't use the tweaks, didn't use the arm tweaks, so that should be fine. So I think that's pretty much everything. So select everything, make sure they're all selected, deselect everything just to be sure, select everything, put it all into Bezier. Okay, dum dum dum, no return now. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to set this to the first 30 frames, and let's just see what that is. Okay, in fact, let's make it 36, so up until that cube there, where his hand is settled on his head. Okay, so first of all, if we now play through this,
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn that sound off, sorry. That's going to drive us all crazy. Why is it still playing? No sync.
Yeah.
Bizarre. If all else fails.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah.
The one thing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So you need to
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to focus on
Yeah. 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 But yeah. 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 Yeah.
The other thing that
Yeah.
I like currently,
Yeah.
these are things that
Yeah.
with practice
Yeah.
you'll be able to avoid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The thing I don't like happening is the
Yeah.
gesture of opposed
Yeah.
is kind of drifting from one
Yeah.
to the next. It's just kind of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
there, kind of drifting slowly into that one. Okay. So what I want is I want to hold this pose a little bit longer. Excuse me. And then hold that pose a little bit longer, and then kind of move into that one. Okay, so adjust the spacing of it so that there's more weight to it. Okay, the way that we get weight in our animation is by adjusting the spacing. Okay, if a bouncy ball is moving at a constant speed, it has zero weight to it. But as soon as you add those bounces and the spacing, and the ball's falling faster as opposed to the ground, then suddenly it feels heavy. Okay, so by adjusting our spacing, we can really try and get as much weight into the character as possible. Okay, so what is the control that we need to begin with? I'll go take a nap. More specifically, close, same area. Different control. How's your shoulders in the same place as your hips?
Oh, sorry.
This isn't a trick question. What is the one control that moves our entire character? You don't animate your root ever, Peter.
The main body button, the square.
The square. What's the square called?
It is called torso.
That torso control. Okay, so this control over there, if we move that, moves our entire character. So if we can, it doesn't help us go starting splining the fingers and working on all the arcs and the overlap and stuff over there, because every single control preceding that is going to affect that later. Okay, so we start at the root motion. Okay, the one control that affects everything, which is our torso control. Okay, so things that I like to do. Okay, this I'm going to say now, and please, 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 please try to do this. Do or don't do this. Do not, as far as you can humanly control, move your keyframes on your timeline now, unless you're moving the whole pose. Okay, so don't go and select a keyframe of one control and move it off of that key pose. Okay, you can move the poses, you can adjust your timing still, that's fine. Okay, so if we want to have a longer pause between these two poses, we can move this entire section up, but don't break your key poses. Okay, take my word for it. So what's going to happen is if we suddenly, or delete keys as well, don't delete key poses or keyframes ever. If you do, it's kind of like a death spiral into nothingness. Okay, because once you do that, you can't go back and change a lot of things. Okay, so please don't do that. We don't need to, it's not necessary. Everything that we do here, we can still keep on the whole key poses. If once you're done and there are teeny tiny little tweaks you want to make and just adjust the timing of one component, we can potentially do that then, as long as you have a save of your entire spline animation still on the whole keyframes. Okay, it just gets, it becomes a nightmare. Okay, as soon as your dope sheet or your graph editor no longer has these very distinct defined lines where we know those are our keys and it's just this blur, it becomes useless to us. Okay. Anyway, so let's start off with that. What I do want to have open in front of me is, this is why having multiple screens is a really nifty thing. But what I do want to have is my graph editor and my dope sheet at least. Okay, so that I can see my timing, I can see the controls and all of that. And most of this is happening from your camera view frame. Okay, we're not really doing much splining from any other angle because it's all now dependent on our camera. Okay, so we decided that that motion from there to there is a little bit swimmy. Okay, so what we can do now is we can adjust our timing. Okay, we can adjust our spacing.
Yeah.
Let's see. So first of all, maybe we should just hold that a little bit longer. Okay, before it goes into there, or so that move over there needs to be a little bit quicker. So it needs to hold this a little bit more. We can still add holds. Okay, if they're not there, we can add them by all means. Remember, everything now that we need to do to fix it or make it better, we need to do. Okay, so let's maybe add in another hold and adjust our timing a little bit of the section. So let's say specifically just maybe a little bit of a hold in the beginning there. Okay, so remember how we add in holds? Here it's a little bit easier because now we're in Spline. Okay, so if we wanted to add in a hold, I'm going to go and on my second frame, so just so that there's a little bit of movement over there, I'm going to add in a key pose on the whole character still. Okay, so make sure that you're still on whole character. Over there, your active keying set. Okay, I'm going to add a key pose. And in fact, as soon as I do that, I'm going to select it, press R, and I'm going to set it to moving hold. Okay, it's just that I know what it is and it goes green. Okay, so I can clearly see what that is. So if I now move that a little bit, just as an example. Okay, so all of that, move that up. Okay, it's probably a bit much. but there immediately we're going to just hold that, and it's going to delay that action a little bit. Okay, so we can by all means adjust our timing. Okay, timing doesn't necessarily have to be perfect in our blocking. It works in our blocking because it is still blocked out. But if we do want to adjust like large scale things of moving whole keyframes around, by all means. Okay, so I'm going to pull all of this up a little bit. I still have all my controls selected. Make sure that you have all of them selected. Move it around. This rig action summary, okay, I know a lot of you guys are quite confused about it. I am too. I don't know why it's there. It's really quite confusing. It's like a history of any frame that you had a keyframe on at any point. I don't know why that's important today.
Yeah.
So let's just adjust this a little bit better. So I'm going to pull all of these up a little bit so that we have a slight pause in the beginning, and then
Yeah. But. Yeah. But.
Okay, so I really wanted to go there and kind of drop into that. So I really want like a sense of weight over there on that movement of the hips. Okay, so on the hips, I've added a bit of a hold over here in the beginning, which is great.
Yeah. But. Yeah.
It still feels like it's just drifting down. Okay, so also when you are doing this, okay, as I mentioned, there are two ways that you can go about splining. One is just going through each individual curve and literally just like guessing about what you're doing. So you literally go and move frames up and down based on the the way it looks. Another way to spline is actually to do things intentionally. So I know I want the weight here to drop a little better, so it feels like there's a little bit more weight there. Okay, so remember that control. We then need to look at the up and down position, which is the Z location. So I'm only going to look at one curve at a time whenever I'm splining. Okay, never have more than that open unless you're really comfortable with it. Okay, specifically in the beginning, focus on one curve at a time. Otherwise, it just gets so overwhelming. It's just this mess of keyframes and graphs and curves, and you really have no idea what it is. Now, pressing home will scale your curve to your view. Okay, and here we can see exactly why that feels so linear, is because the movement is entirely okay. You can see that curve there is dead straight. Okay, it would be really cool if all of you are paying attention and looking at the screen right now. This is very important. Okay, so what I want to do, you guys all remember that bouncy ball, okay, where the ball is dropping, okay, it is gaining momentum and increasing in speed, and its spacing increases as it goes down. Okay, now luckily with a Z location curve, this is pretty much a graphic representation of our spacing. Okay, so on each frame that is literally in an up and down position where it would be. So what I want to do is have that same kind of thing. So have it ease into this motion and then kind of speed up a little bit as it gets to the bottom. So it feels like there's this weight. Okay, and as he does that, he can recoil a little bit and have a little bit of follow through, so a bit of a bounce in the end. So you can really feel like there's an effect of that whole gesture. Okay, so let's do that. So first of all, also be on the frame that you are adjusting while you do it, so you can see the effect of whatever change you're making. So in your curve editor, try and be very specific. And what I always do is I don't just move things around by pulling them, because you can, but you'll screw it up. Okay, honestly, don't do that. Use your shortcuts. So G and Y will allow you to only move that object on the Y axis. You can't move it off of the keyframe. Okay. If you press G and X, you're going to move it side to side, and then you can see we are actually breaking that pose. So that's not what we want to do. Okay. So GY, I want to pull that up. Pull this one up a little bit as well. Okay. So really trying to give it easing in and bouncing in the end over there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, it can be a little bit more.
Yeah. But. 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 Yeah.
So you see here, it's
Yeah.
adjusting our spacing.
Yeah.
Where that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys
But.
understand
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. But. Yeah. But. Yeah. But. Yeah. But.
okay, so
Yeah.
just adjusting that curve.
Yeah.
Spacing,
But.
where
Yeah. But. Yeah.
the motion of it.
Yeah.
Just trying to
Yeah.
drop in that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Frame 18. But the arm is still moving at the same speed, at the same time. Okay, so that still goes up from there. So we've kind of broken up that pose because initially everything happened at the same time. So the hips dropped and the hand lifted at the same thing. But now we've got the
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That frame though, having watched it now, I'll do it in this one, so it's a little bit later. Okay, and you can see it goes zoop, zoop, ever so slightly. Okay, let's just zoom in here a little bit and clean this up a bit more. So we just want to bring that down so that we get a general inclination to that. And then there. Okay, so far I haven't really done anything other than moving things up and down, and there's already quite a big change in the whole movement of that character. I hate doing this, Cameron. And Cameron, please pay attention. If you guys really don't mind just ignoring your computers for the next 20 minutes and watching what I have to do. It is to your benefit. It's really frustrating when I sit here talking to myself. Okay, so let's, so in terms of just the up and down movement of the hips there, okay, I think I'm happy. Let's see, you know, if we maybe push a little bit more, speed that up a bit more, a little bit more weight. And you see there's definitely the sense of weight there. Okay, it feels like there's a weight shifting. It's not just dropping down slowly. Okay, there's muscles which are tense in the beginning and they relax and the whole body comes down. Okay, so let's move on from there. Okay, little things now that we can also do is just clean things up, so we can go through the rest of our curve. So we can look at the X location of that. Okay, so there it is, pretty clean and tidy. Okay, but still a bit wobbly. So here we can go and increase our easing in and out a little bit more. Okay, so for instance over there we can ease it a little bit more. Same thing as what we've just done, but have it not yet move so linearly. So pull that down a little bit, maybe push that up a bit more over there.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And we can again
Yeah.
some follow through.
Yeah.
So have it go that way,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
And that pose, maybe
Yeah.
push that up.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's really
Yeah. Yeah.
tiny,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
too much going on.
Yeah.
Eye location, so the forward
Yeah.
as you can see, that's
Yeah.
it's in place, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
While we're on this,
Yeah.
what I'd like to do is take
Yeah.
control, make sure that
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
our X rotation. Okay. Then if you don't know what something does, just give it a wiggle and see what it does. Okay, so that is that forward and backward motion. Okay, so it's subtle. Okay, but it's quite messy. Okay, so that little change from there to there, we can really probably go and just clean it up a little bit. Focus on our easing in and out a bit more. So if you pull those two down, just to get a nicer kind of curve out of that as well. Okay, so something like that probably should.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So again, if you don't know what something is doing, see what it is doing. Okay, so that is literally that rotation over there. And again, I'm going to go and emphasize my easing in and out on this whole action.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay. So that's so far so good. Last curve over here. So Blender uses quaternion rotations for a lot of its controls, which includes a Y rotation graph. 99% of the time, there is a very little happening on that graph. Okay, so I tend to ignore it. Okay, you can go into it. I mean, just for instance, if I show you what it looks like, this is from 0.097 to 0.099. Okay, that is the scale of the change of that. Okay, so it's 0.02 radians, whatever, I don't know the unit that it's in. Okay, so even though it looks like there's a big change, if I were to adjust one of these, for instance, you're really not going to see very much happening. Because you can go and clean it up, but don't be too concerned about it. It's still not something that I actually understand all that well. Quaternion rotation. Okay, anyway, so coming back to this, and exactly the same thing. So we have a flat section over there, fairly linear section over there. Linear means that we're going to have drifting animation. So by really just adjusting our spacing over here, do you guys all understand also how this moving my curves, points up and down adjusts my spacing on my screen? Remember, our spacing is literally where on the screen that object is. So any change to these curves is physically, well, at least the location graphs, is physically moving that object and thereby adjusting the spacing. What is it, Peter?
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
so
Yeah.
what we had was
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
just in
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
just as an example, I'm just going to open up another Blender and open the previous one and just drop that into Spline as well, just so we can see exactly what was going on there. Okay, and we're from Printful 36. Okay, so this is where we came from. Okay, it's going to be subtle. Actually, it won't be so subtle. It'll be quite... that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Okay, so from this, which we had...
Yeah.
Just this very...
Yeah.
Information.
Yeah.
Another place.
Yeah.
We now have... this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Simply by...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
issue,
Yeah.
then decide
Yeah.
to fix this issue.
Yeah.
Pull,
Yeah.
lay, chop,
Yeah.
fix the spacing,
Yeah.
heals it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, another thing that I do want to look at, I'm not sure, I think I was in this class last week, just to remind you, it may have been in the second class. When we are looking at the arcs of our characters, okay, or the movement of our characters, there's this feature in Blender called motion paths, which really is very nifty. I think we did look at it a little bit, may have been in the second or third class last week. But for instance, what we can do is if we select a control, so specifically there, our FK hand control, okay, and in the bone tab, okay, not the rig tab because there's one for the rig as well, but in the bone tab, if we go down to motion paths, now obviously it's not in the bone, it's not that one, I know that because that one didn't work, but let's see if I'm just going crazy or not. Okay, so there's motion paths, I'm quite sure it's not this one, but let's see. What you can do is just say the same frame which we're busy working on. Select an object and it will build you a little line showing you exactly what your spacing is doing. Okay, so if we go calculate, then we say okay. There we have a very nice little line, okay, of the exact movement of our control. So here, this is our spacing. Okay, this is 100% what our spacing is. So it's showing you from there to there to there to there exactly where our object is. Okay, so what we can deduce from this is we've got fairly tight spacing, so it's moving slowly over there, speeds up a little bit, not that much, and then slows down again at the end. Okay, one thing that is really good so far is just the shape of this arc. Okay, so it is a very nice, distinct arc. Okay, so this says that what we had done in our blocking was pretty good. Okay, so it's nice and clean. There's none of these little dots which are exactly where our keys are, which are falling off of that line. Okay, so it is fairly consistent in its motion, and we can scrub through that and see exactly how it's moving along there. Okay, so that's a very nifty feature. Okay, so use that. What we had to do when I was still studying, is you took like plastic and put it on your screen and you literally go and mark it yourself. It's like a marker, which exactly the same thing, just this obviously is a lot easier. Okay, so that is one way that we really can go and figure out where our objects are. We can look at our arcs and our spacing and our paths of action all at one time just by looking at this little bit of information. Okay, which is really cool. If you do any changes, you do need to update that each time. If you want to get rid of it, you need to click over there. It's weird that it's now on the whole rig tab and not the bone, because that's, I'm probably wrong, but I could have sworn it was on just the individual bone last week. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Done that. Let's stay around here for now before we move on to the hand, but just specifically on the hips themselves, at what they're doing. So splining is analysis. It's looking at your character, identifying individual bits and pieces of him, and saying how can that move better. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay. So here I think the big thing is just having more of a exaggerated rotation in that settle over there. So it's pretty much holding the same kind of rotation. So the Z rotation over there is what I want to be looking at. So if I go and select that one, okay. Okay, so there, that is again what's happening. And again, you can see it's pretty much, sorry, that is what I don't want you guys to ever have to look at. That is I've heard students say they opened this up, saw this, and closed it again. Okay, so that's why. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Focus on one curve at a time, because that means absolutely nothing to anybody. It is absolutely useless. Don't do it yourselves. Okay, that's how you just start freaking out. Okay, so one control, literally turn everything off, isolate the little piece that you want to look at, and work on it like that. Okay. Okay, so again, exactly the same thing. Okay, if we look at what this is doing, so let's just choose somewhere in between, move that up or down. Okay, we can see the movement from where it's going to from where it has been is quite a big change. Okay, so obviously that's not going to be moving. So here we can do the same kind of thing. So exactly the same idea that we kind of delay it and have it drop quicker would work here as well. Why that goes back there, I don't understand, though. That should all be more or less over there. So that's just a mistake that I can see already. So all of those, I'm just going to move up to over there so that it actually drops and stays there. It shouldn't come back immediately. It's coming back later over there somewhere. But anyway. Okay, so let's just look at this. Exactly the same thing. I'm going to do the exact same change. Just going to delay how quickly this drops down. So pull all of these down a little bit. So ease it in a lot more. Okay, pull that up, pull that up, pull that down, pull that down, pull this down. Okay, something like that. We can also have a little bit of a follow through on that. But let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so as he bounces down there, we can maybe just exaggerate that a little bit more. So have that completely kind of counter rotate. Subtle, but the difference from there to there. Let's see if we make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. So now I'm just going to look at the rest of the rotations on it specifically. So let's just focus on there and just clean it up to see if there's anything that we want to change, anything we want to add, anything that we want to, do. So definitely same kind of idea over here. Don't know why that's there. Let's see what that's doing. Okay, so that's so small, so I'm just going to pull that back to where it was and just smooth that out of it. And the one thing, you kind of do need to control yourself to not jump ahead, because immediately I can see that that needs to do that. And to not go and jump into the next section just yet. Focus on the bit that you're busy with. Okay, do it systematically, otherwise you're never going to get through all of it. Okay. The last one. So this is also, let's just ease that in and out a little bit more as well. Maybe a bit of follow through there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So control.
Yeah. 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 yeah, 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 yeah,